Namaste Kumar Bhaiya. Namaste to everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the morning session. Okay.
Namaste, Vijay. Namaste, everyone. So we had taken this assignment yesterday. During the entire day today, how much time and effort did you spend for right understanding, for relationship, and for physical facility? What have you given first priority to, second priority to, and third priority to? Note your observations in your journal. So we are discussing about human consciousness. As we discussed, there are three basic requirements for a human being to lead a happy and prosperous life. At the first priority is right understanding in the self. And that essentially means understanding harmony at every level of living, starting from individual to the entire existence. The second thing is relationship with human beings. And the third is physical facility that we acquire from the rest of nature. So right understanding, relationship, and physical facility. And we can see with some exploration that this is the correct priority. By mistake, we may assume physical facility to be having the first priority. And this is something that we have to keep on referring to time and again, whether this comes at the first priority or this comes at the third priority. How I can see that right understanding always comes at the first priority for a human being. Because with right understanding only, I am able to make out the need for physical facility rightly. I am able to make out the process to fulfill the need for physical facility rightly. So that when I go to fulfill the need, then I feel prosperous and I also enrich the rest of nature. And that is mutually fulfilling. Similarly, with right understanding only, we can see the feelings in the relationship which are naturally acceptable to us. And we'll see that unless I am able to understand these feelings rightly, I'm not able to ensure mutual happiness in my relationships. I may be very sincere, I may be working hard to fulfill the relationships. But unless I have the clarity about the feeling, okay, I do not feel fulfilled. So in spite of all the efforts in our relationship, we might not be able to ensure mutual happiness, even not within us, because we are not clear about relationship. So that's how right understanding is there at the first priority for every human being. Now, when I'm able to see this, that right understanding comes at the first priority, then I exclusively putting in some time and effort to fulfill this need. So a good thing is that those of us who are attending the morning session here have, of course, devoted some time for right understanding, isn't it? You are spending at least 1 hour every day to understand yourself, to understand your relationships, to understand the body, the need for physical facility, the rest of nature, your role in family, your role in society. So at least this much we can see that I'm spending 1 hour every day. And whether I'm spending every day or not, this is again to be made out. So how much time am I spending for right understanding exclusively? Right? This is something that I have to make out. Now, within me, I may keep on exploring all the time. That is fine. There also, I have to see whether I am exploring the proposals or I am just giving a thought to the proposals or I'm expecting something to happen in my life since I have been able to get exposure to the proposals. These are different things. When I'm exploring the proposals, then I am verifying the proposals at the level of natural acceptance and validating in my living so that it becomes a part of my right understanding. Okay, if I do this, then only it becomes a part of my right understanding. If I do not verify, if I do not validate, it remains only as a thought. So it may be the case that in place of exploring, I am only giving a thought to it. I am thinking over the proposals. This may be good, this may be right, this may be the genuine way of going ahead, things like this. And when I go over the proposals as a thought, then I decide my ways of living in terms of some should and shouldn't, do's and don'ts, that I should be doing this, I should not be doing that. Because this is right as per the proposal, this is not right as per the proposal. Okay. So then I make a kind of code of conduct for myself at the level of thought, okay, without understanding. So this may still be better because I'm not trying to differ from the proposals. But again, this is not complete. This is not sufficient because I am making a code of conduct for my life without verifying the proposals. So this could be one possibility. The third could be I'm just expecting things to happen. I am not even thinking over the proposals, but I am assuming that now that I've attended a workshop, I have attended the morning session. So now my life should be happy and prosperous. And if not, then I feel pained. So this is still at a lower level. So I have to find out, within me also when I'm paying attention to the proposals, then whether I'm working for exploring the proposals so that it ensures right understanding or just giving a thought or just expecting something from outside to happen. Okay. So this is something that I have to articulate within me. Similarly for relationship also, whether I'm paying attention to my feelings and trying to ensure that the feelings which are there in me are in accordance with natural acceptance, and then I'm sharing them with others, or just I'm expecting my relatives to make me happy. And similarly, when I'm working for physical facility, have I been able to make out the need rightly? Whether I have been able to make out the process rightly and working for that. So what am I doing? So this kind of observation is required. Yeah. If any concern is there, or if you have any questions regarding the proposals that were shared, then you can raise your hand. And if you have been able to explore yesterday and you would like to share some achievement, some observation, some reflection, or ask some questions, you are most welcome. So one idea could be that we can, okay, some questions are there. Yeah.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste.
Bhaiya, even though I'm trying to explore, sometimes I'm not able to understand the feelings, and I'm behaving in a different way. Means in whatever way I behaved earlier, in the same way I used to behave, Bhaiya. Um, I'm feeling some sort of uncomfortableness in me whenever things are not happening according to me. So I'm able to understand whatever proposals are discussed in the morning session, and I am able to explore up to some extent. But I need to do that every moment, but I'm not able to, uh, even though I know that I'm slipping in between, Bhaiya. So I'm feeling um, I'm not feeling good. Why I'm behaving like this, even though I know this. So why I'm depending on the feeling from the others. Uh, I'm getting those questions, and at the very next moment, I'm asking, "Is this feeling acceptable to you?" You have to be like that. The process is going on, by sometimes I feel very uncomfortable, by in this manner.
So this is very nice, Didi, that you have become sincere. You are paying attention to your feelings. You are trying to ensure naturally acceptable feelings within you, but you are not able to see that they are stated in you. And that's how you can see slippages in your behavior, in your thought, in your feeling. So this is going to happen. See, we have just started exploring. Okay, that doesn't mean that I have been able to contemplate upon those feelings. So it will take time, but you'll see the frequency of mistakes in your relationship and the amplitude. Okay, both are going down. For example, when you felt angry earlier on your relatives, the amplitude of your anger was too high. Okay, now that might have come down. Similarly, the frequency also might have come down. The way you are getting angry every day. Now you're not getting that many times, isn't it? Also, when you got angry, the way you reacted, the severity of your reaction was too high earlier. Now this has come down. Can you see this in your interactions in your relationship?
Yes, Bhaiya, totally. I agree that, Bhaiya.
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable most of the time, Bhaiya. But one thing I'm facing, Bhaiya, I asked to Gopal Bhaiya also the same thing, Bhaiya. If anyone don't talk with me, I am not feeling comfortable. So that's the problem with me, Bhaiya. If I see their face, uh, Bhaiya told give some space and time. They might have some problems. They are facing some problems. So you leave them and you have that acceptance. So don't behave in the same way how they behaved with you. Open, you should be open to them like that. Bhaiya told, and I tried Bhaiya, but whenever I see them, immediately I am getting the same feeling, Bhaiya. That's what I am facing, Bhaiya.
Yeah. So why are they not talking to you?
I don't know, Bhaiya. We don't have any quarrel, and suddenly they stopped.
This is happening in your family or at your workplace?
Not family, Bhaiya, workplace only, Bhaiya, these problems.
Okay, fine. So, like, I have to pay attention to a few things. One thing is that do I feel related to them or not? So, if you are concerned, so of course you are getting feeling related to them. Okay, that's how you are concerned. Now, in that relationship, are you able to see that you want to make them happy? Are you able to see that they want to make you happy? So, try to make out these things with clarity. If you are able
Mm.
to see that, yes, they want to make me happy, then we can see very clearly that it may only be the case of some lack of competence in them. Could also be the case of lack of competence in you. If somebody is not talking to you or avoiding you, then the other person might have felt hurt because the other also had natural acceptance for relationship, not opposition. So
Mm.
try to recollect something that has happened in the past which has made them feel unhappy, made them distance from you. So what has that been? Now, if
Mm.
you are able to recollect that, and there you can see uh, what actually went wrong at the level of feeling in you. Okay, it may be the case that you did not have anything wrong in your feeling. Okay, but maybe the decisions that you took was somewhat not acceptable to them. That is also possible. So, in a relationship, there is always space for dialogue. So we can have dialogue with the other person. Okay, if the other person is welcoming the dialogue, well and good. Otherwise, we wait for some time. Okay, let them feel more comfortable so that they can come to the table and talk to you. Okay, so you can have a dialogue with them, and the dialogue need not be very formal kind of thing, isn't it? You may also approach them. You may try to speak to them, try to ask them. It may be some misconception from your side also. That may be that they are not avoiding you. You have come to assume something like that, or not avoiding you to the scale that you are assuming. All those possibilities are there. So, few things. First of all, being clear of the intention of oneself and the other. Second thing, looking into your own competence and trying to rightly evaluate your level of competence and try to see whether something has gone wrong from your side in your interaction with them. If yes, then accept it. Yes, that has been wrong on my part. Maybe they have done 90 mistakes, you have done only 10 mistakes, but you have done these 10 mistakes and you are ready to accept that. And thirdly, trying to get in dialogue with them as and when possible. So this is something that you can try for yourself.
Oh, okay, Bhaiya. I will try, Bhaiya. But the feeling I'm not able to bear that feeling, Bhaiya. That's what I am asking. I will try that, Bhaiya.
Yeah, if you are so concerned, then go and talk to them today itself. But
Uh,
see,
uh,
if you are not getting
uh,
a favorable feeling from the other and you are getting so much disturbed, then this is something to do with your lack of competence.
mm, okay, Bhaiya. I asked
But you are
Bhaiya. I
depending
tried.
on them. You are depending
Uh,
on them for your happiness.
that's what I am feeling bad, Bhaiya. Why I need not to depend on external factors for my happiness. That's even though I know that why I am behaving like this. I'm not able to understand, Bhaiya. I tried to communicate with them and I asked her, did I do any wrong like that also? But
Okay.
they didn't respond. And with the other person, I didn't ask what did I do wrong. But I am trying to observe. This is the only problem, Bhaiya. I'm remaining things. I'm very comfortable. It's a only problem, Bhaiya, I have.
Okay. So it appears that you are very sincere in your relationship. This is very good to see. But again, you are depending on favorable feeling from other for your happiness. So
Mm.
this is not okay, right?
Yes,
And
Bhaiya.
if you are saying that I'm not able to make out, then try to make out. Try to look within why you are craving like this,
Mm.
from where this desire is coming. Okay.
Mm.
When I have the feeling of relationship, this kind of craving will not be there.
Mm.
That's how we are able to move from affection to love. It so happens that I accept some relationships, but if I'm not getting responded to the way I'm expecting, then I look deeper and I can see that yes, the competence may be lacking on my part, the competence may be lacking on the other part also. And this is not the only person with whom I am related. I am related to the whole world, to the whole humanity. Okay.
Yes, yes,
I
Bhaiya.
work at the level of feeling and not at the
Mm.
level of interaction at a basic level. And I give space
Mm.
to the other.
Mm.
The other is not somewhat subservient to me, that the other is going to act the way I'm expecting. No, the other has the
Mm.
freedom to choose. The other person may be inside my family, outside my family, at the workplace, anywhere. But the other person has the freedom to choose, right? So the other
Mm.
person will make some choice there. I have to plan my program. I have to, decide my program. So it may be the
Mm.
case that we are concerned very much in some relationships and we are not concerned with other relationships. So it is again our mistake that we have over-evaluated some relationship and under-evaluated the rest of the relationships. It may be our mistake that we are not paying attention to the preconditionings within us. So like this could be also a preconditioning. If you are expecting a favorable feeling from other and not getting that, and that's how you are getting unhappy, means this is something to do with the lack of competence within.
Yes, Bhaiya. I do agree with this, Bhaiya. I am lacking competence. That's why I'm expecting. But how to come out of this? I'm not able to do this, Bhaiya. Again and again, I'm asking the same question, but sorry, Bhaiya, but that's why
Yeah,
I'm
so
asking.
the way out is to look into your participation. In place of expectation, you work at the level of
Mm.
participation. When you are working at the level of expectation, then this kind of fluctuation would be there.
Mm.
But when you are working at the level of participation, this situation will not be
Mm.
there. I am always participating for developing right understanding, right feeling in the other.
Mm. Mm.
So I'm not restless. I'm not craving anymore. I have a definite program and I'm going by that program. So from moving from expectation to participation is the way out.
Mm. Yes, Bhaiya. I'm doing up to some extent. Whenever is it correct, Bhaiya? Whenever I'm feeling uncomfortable by thinking about them, the very next moment I am thinking about the proposals and I'm trying to. I have this work to do. I have to look in myself. I have to improve my right understanding. In that way, I'm diverting. Is it correct, Bhaiya?
Yeah, so maybe relooking at the proposals would be good. How many times you have attended a workshop?
Two UHV 1 and 2 I completed. I'm regularly attending the morning sessions from the 12th batch, Bhaiya.
Okay, okay, nice, nice. So think over it. I responded to
Mm.
your query. You think over it, how we
Mm.
can move from expectation to participation. Okay, maybe you can go over the proposals again and try to see within it. You also maintain a journal. You write that this kind of craving is there in me. I want to come out of it. Okay,
Mm.
and
Mm.
where I'm going wrong. This is something that you have to do at a personal level for yourself.
Okay, Bhaiya. Okay, Bhaiya.
Try this, Siddhi.
Okay, Bhaiya. Thank you, Bhaiya. I will try, Bhaiya.
Explore it further. Yeah.
So Bhaiya, yesterday I tried to observe my day, that how much time do I give to right understanding or relationship or physical facility. So my first priority is, I think, physical facility, because I give 6 to 7 hours to it. Like I do study, and then I attend classes, I do some work. So I give I could observe this thing yesterday. And second is for right understanding. Like I give 1 to 2 hours to right understanding. Like I attend morning session, I listen my teacher, and try to observe myself. So I give 1 to 2 hours to right understanding. If I see, if I like clearly see this thing, so yeah, I only give 1 to 2 hours. And then relationship, I think I give half 1.5 an hour to my relationships, to my family, to my friends. And I think it is too much less, because I need to give more time to them. Yeah, I'm trying to improve, I'm trying to communicate with them, but not that much. Like I'm busy in my life only, that I'm not able to try to spend time with them. and and the remaining time, I think I become unaware, I operate phone, I watch TV. So I was able to check this thing, like and I will continuously check this thing. So this thing I could observe here, that yeah, I really need to give more time to right understanding and relationship. Like I think my career is also important, but like it, I think they all three are part of my life only. So I just need to see that I am living my life, or I am just spending my life. So yeah, bhaiya, I could observe this.
Nice, nice. You are studying presently?
What's it?
Right.
What bhaiya?
You are studying presently? In
Yeah,
which
bhaiya, I
part?
become second year.
Pardon?
I am in BCom second year.
That becomes second year. Yes. So you have to spend time for studies. That is fine. Okay. So you articulated well that this much of time you are spending for right understanding, this much time for relationship, and this much time for physical facility. Right. Now, the time the share of time that you are allotting for different things does not actually denote your priority. So maybe at this stage you have to spend 7 to 8 hours for studies. So that is fine. Okay. Now there
Uh,
also, when you are studying, are you studying with a motive only to earn physical facility, or you are studying with right understanding? That is something that you have to see. So the first part where you have to allocate some time, that you have to make out, but allocation of time does not actually denote the priority. So within yourself,
okay.
you have to be clear, what have you prioritized first in your life? Is it right understanding or relationship or physical facility? So maybe you have to spend more time, okay,
So
for
I
studies.
I may be wrong, but how much I could observe myself? Yeah, I have
Yeah,
been
yeah, that I
observing myself.
appreciate. That I appreciate that you observed so well. So I'm just clarifying that don't assume that if you are spending more time for academics, then you have given first priority to physical facility. It may not be the case also. But there again, when you're spending time, be clear whether the motivation is coming from just physical facility or relationship or right understanding. That you have to make
Hmm.
yourself.
जी भैया, I will explore first, then I will tell.
Nice,
जी भैया, thank you भैया.
nice.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste, Vijaya.
Namaste. Uh, uh, can you please elaborate on uh, relationship which is there in the right understanding and which is there in the human consciousness, that is for relationship?
No, not very clear.
Uh, See, in human consciousness, there we have to ensure the right understanding. That is nothing but the feeling of relationship, harmony, and coexistence. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the next priority should be the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, can you please elaborate on the relationship which is there with the human being and the relationship, feeling of relationship which is there in the right understanding?
Okay, so the feeling of relationship there at the base.
Ji, ji,
So when I rightly understand the reality, I understand the human-human relationship also. So it is a part of my right understanding. No, but yeah, you can go to the slide where only the three things have been shown: right understanding, relationship, and physical facility. In some slide, we have also mentioned the feelings here in the relationship. If that is there, fine. Otherwise, we can discuss with this also. So the feelings which are stated in me are there at the level of right understanding. Now, with that feeling of relationship, I'm fulfilling the relationship and I'm interacting with human beings so that it leads to mutual happiness. So need not like distinguish that much. When we go to the when we go to study the higher level activities of the self, then we can see that what is happening in block B1, what is happening in block B2, then what is happening in my interaction with the rest of the nature or human beings, so that we can make out at that part. So the naturally acceptable feelings are stated in me at the level of right understanding. Then I am thinking with those feelings. Okay. Then my desire, my thought, my expectation are in line with those feelings. And with that only I'm expressing to the other. So when we say relationship, it means with that contemplation of feeling in me, I am imagining my relationship and I am fulfilling my relationship. So if you want to distinguish, then we can say that block B1 would come at 1 and block B2 as it pertains to relationship would come at the second priority 2.
ji. So, relationship with human being means what? This is our expression towards the human being by showing the care and all that, showing the trust.
Not
Is
only
it?
expression, even imagination. Expression comes next.
Okay. So, but the imagination is the part of right understanding.
Pardon?
Imagination is the part of the right understanding.
No, no, no. Imagination is not part of right understanding. Imagination is guided by right understanding.
जी 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 भाई
The level
थैंक
of
यू
right understanding, I am contemplating the relationship, I am understanding harmony, I am able to realize the coexistence. This is part of my right understanding.
जी
Now, the extent to which I am able to accomplish this, my imagination is guided.
हम्म,
And to the extent my imagination is guided, my behavior is guided. So I'm getting the guidance from right understanding in my
जी
imagination, in my interaction with human being.
yes accordingly I'm behaving with the human beings right
Pardon?
accordingly I'm behaving with the human being with my right
Yes,
understanding
yes, yes.
जी 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 भाई जी clear now
Nice.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste to all. So, Bhaiya, if I observe it as per the assignment, so I'm able to clearly see that after attending two sessions, two morning sessions completely, it has gotten deeply inculcated within me that because of right understanding, only just with the help of this, I can have good relationship and physical facilities I'm able to ensure. So, Bhaiya, every time I'm able to see, I'm able to check that whether I'm working for right understanding or not. Because sometimes, even while ensuring the physical facilities, there too we need right understanding. Similarly, for relationship as well. So I'm able to see that my first priority is right understanding only. But simultaneously, I'm also able to see that due to my old conditioning, sometimes I prioritize some comforts which are not as per the natural, means which are not naturally aligned. But still, I prioritize them. But I'm able to see it with awareness that, yeah, this is happening due to my old preconditioning, that sometimes the words that I use in relationship which might hurt others, while teaching as well. Sometimes the things that I do, so I'm able to observe this thing. So I would say that I have become a little better observer of myself. That I am working here for right understanding, but due to my old conditioning, it's happening. So first priority is right understanding only, and after this relationship and physical facilities do come. I guess physical facilities are very means at minimal level. It does not come in my mind, like it comes very rare. Relationships do come, but relationships too come little less, because sometimes I feel, yeah, if I am not self-organized and if I try to do something for relationships, so it won't work, because maybe the wrong preconditionings I have. For an example, if I feel that writing with gel pen is important, so I would give the same to my relationships as well, that you should also write with gel pen. So the better thing is that I should establish right understanding within me, and as a reflection, I should have a word with them, I should behave with them. So I feel it like this, that we are, without establishing right understanding, it may create problem for the relationships as well. I would call them relationships, but it would not be relationship. It would just be attachment, I feel so.
Yeah.
But yeah, one more point is there. I don't know how did it come, because I'm from Rajasthan. I have been seeing the news of Jaisalmer, Bikaner, that some areas are being attacked. So I was just thinking, it just came in my mind by chance that if something wrong happens, or like if we get died, I was thinking that first of all, there will be leaves from government side, then 1 month, 2 months will be at home. What was coming in my mind was obviously this, that I will rigorously, I have bought the book UHP for professional ethics. I will read this book. I'm not getting a proper time to read this book. So I will read this book. It was coming in my mind. But everything was coming quite self-centric, individualistic. Relationships were not coming in my mind. Physical facilities were also not coming. So I'm also able to see that still I'm individualistic. I say that I'm understanding relationships, but I need to work more on it. Because this is my natural state currently. I feel this. So this is something that I want to share with you. If you find any gap, please guide me with you. Thank you.
Yeah, so if you feel that I will utilize that time for going through the UHE book or exploring within, so it is not being individualistic. It means that you are trying to prioritize right understanding. You are trying to utilize your time as much as possible for right understanding.
Ji,
But that is fine. It's not that we are undermining relationship here, because we can see very clearly that with right understanding only I can be able to fulfill the relationship rightly,
ji,
isn't it?
ji, bhai.
And during that time also you will have interactions with your family. So in those interactions you can see the shift.
Correct.
Nice.
But yeah, one question I have, like, if you could tell that sometimes I feel that I tried this thing last time as well in 12th batch, that for 7 days, deliberately I left the batch and I was doing something else, because I wanted to know that I am talking like this, I'm feeling like this, I'm behaving like this because of Gopal Babu Bhaiya or morning session, or actually it is established within me. So yesterday I was having a word with Sham Bhaiya as well. So he was saying that no, until we understand the things properly, it is very important for external to get the external support. So yeah, how should I simultaneously check that it is established within me or it is just outside impact? Because I am attending morning session, so I would, because there are, like, you are guiding us, Gopal Bhaiya is guiding us. Obviously, I will talk according to that only. How should I see this thing clearly within me? That it is established within me, or I'm just repeating what you spoke to us in the morning? How should I check it, Bhaiya? If you have any tool or something, please guide.
See, one thing is there, like getting the feeling established in me,
Hmm.
not a matter of few days or hours. It does take time.
Ji. Yes, yes, yes.
So being able to contemplate on those feelings will take time for sure. You
Okay.
can check within yourself, whether the
Ji.
feeling of trust is stated in you or not.
Ji.
Whether you are able to see clearly, naturally, every moment
Ji.
that the other person wants to make you happy. And
Ji.
with
Ji.
that only you are imagining about the other. That is not the
Correct.
case, the feeling is not established in you. So let us
Hmm.
not hurry that much. It's not that just we are
Okay.
taking
Okay.
a morning session for a few months. the right understanding is going to be ensured in me. No, it will take time. First
Correct.
of all, the imagination has to get aligned with the proposals.
Correct.
There also mostly it might be the case that we are active at the level of expectation, expecting something to happen, like a miracle to happen. I attended a workshop and now I should be having right understanding. I attended two
जी,
workshops, now everybody should be happy with me. So this is working
correct.
at the level of expectation.
Yes, yes.
When I'm analyzing my relationships, like when I'm analyzing other things also, the need for physical facility or something, then I'm working at the level of thought.
Hmm.
Now, whether I'm able to see my feeling
Hmm.
and I'm trying to transform my feeling, then I'm working at the level of desire.
जी,
Now, when it gets stated in me, then it will naturally available to me. The feeling would be naturally there in me. If not, I have to make effort for it every time. So it will take time for sure.
जी, जी.
Now, the more we work at the level of exploration,
Hmm.
it will help us move from expectation to exploration to my natural state,
Correct.
to my participation.
जी, जी, भैया. I will surely think about it little more. And if I have any doubt, I will ask to you or Gopal Babu भैया. Thank you भैया.
Nice, nice, Bhaiya.
जी, thank you.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste to
Namaste.
all the explorers. Bhaiya, I was there since from the fifth batch also, and I'm able to. There is a drastic change in my understanding on the thought process also. Uh, but still, till today, very unfavorable situations with the others. There is a little bit disturbance still going on in me, and I understood that the competency level I need to improve, and I am working towards that, and able to do some, able to achieve something and improve my competency level. And the difficult thing is to help others in the to improve their competency level. It is very slow process. I am unable to. For example. In my family members only some issues are there, health issues or something for my brothers and all this. I try to make them understand the situation and change their regular routine process so that they are able to maintain good health. But again, they are fall into the trap of spending time in physical facility and neglecting their routine daily health issues, and again they are fall into the health problems. So it's made me difficult for make them understand. It's very slow process. That is my observation and experience.
Okay, see, this time factor is something that is subjective to the person. So the process may not be slow, but the way the person is going about it may be slow.
Yes, sir.
So one thing I have to observe that it is a gradual process. It may be
Yes,
slow or fast, but it is a gradual process, and I have to persevere for that. I have to keep on working for that, and gradually it is going to happen. Now it will take time if my priorities are not set rightly. So it may be the case that in one particular duration of the day, I'm able to pay attention to all this, but then I get lost in my own activities.
yes, yes.
So I'm losing that priority now. If that priority is there, then I try to utilize my every moment with that correct priority. Even if I am working on a job, even if I am interacting with my friends, even if I am fulfilling the needs of my family, I'm always aware what is going on in me.
Yes.
If I am able to prioritize right understanding, and that awareness will help me. So the time factor depends on whether I'm prioritizing them correctly or not. If I'm prioritizing them correctly, then I work for it sincerely. It is a gradual process, but may be slow, may be fast. That depends on the person.
Yes. It's prioritizing the things also a little bit more understanding is required. That is also
Yeah.
lack
So you have to
in
keep
me.
on working for understanding. Yes. There also, no, as I was mentioning earlier, whether you are just thinking of the proposals or you are expecting some miracle to happen out of this exploration, or you are actually exploring.
Yes.
That is something to be looked into.
Yes, sir.
Nice, Bia.
Thank you. Thank you.
So a few more hands are in, but I think I'll go over the content ones and then I'll take the questions of Dina ji and Sushmita ji. Where can you put up that slide which we were discussing yesterday? Yeah. So this is something that we are exploring. We are reflecting upon this. So we can see that as a human being, there are three basic requirements: right understanding in the self, relationship with human beings, and physical facility with the rest of nature. If I'm prioritizing them rightly and ensuring them in my life, then I'm living with human consciousness. Otherwise, it may be the case that I'm only giving priority to animal, like physical facility, and I am just living like an animal. So that is animal consciousness. Now, this transformation has to be ensured in me, going from the domain of mere physical facility to the completeness. And that is transformation, that is progress. So if I have to make out my progress in life, how much I have progressed in my life, I have to actually look into this diagram. I have to look into the fulfillment of the three, right understanding, relationship, and physical facility. The progress in my life is not only denoted by physical facility. That 20 years back, I was earning only this much. Today, I am earning 5 times more. 20 years back, I had only these many facilities in my house. Now, you see, can see the expanse of facilities with me. Okay. So if I'm going like that, then I'm not actually looking at my progress. I'm just looking at the uh, way the physical facilities have multiplied. My progress is going to be decided by mutual happiness, mutual prosperity. Am I able to ensure mutual happiness in my relationships? The way I was feeling unhappy earlier, 20 years back, and the way I'm feeling now, what has been the change? How many times I used to get angry earlier, and how many times I'm getting angry now? How much comfortable I was earlier within, how much comfortable I am now within. So this kind of articulation will be required. Then only I can assess my progress. So this is something also that you can try to do at a personal level. Try to look into your progress in your life over the past few years. And I'm sure that all of us who have been able to go through the workshop and are exploring sincerely are progressing in this direction. The way we were getting influenced by physical facilities earlier, okay, we are not getting influenced to that extent. The way we were craving for physical facilities in the name of happiness, now that craving has gone down. The way we were feeling opposed to so many people in our life and trying to find faults with others and always blaming others for my unhappiness, now that tendency has gone down. And trying to work at the feelings so that they get the right, naturally acceptable feelings get ensured in me. And similarly, it may be the case that earlier I was completely ignorant about right understanding. I just reading some books, reading some novels, and trying to fetch some ideas and thoughts so that my life becomes comfortable. Not, I'm not doing that. I'm actually trying to explore within. So I do hope that all of us who are there in the session now have been able to see this kind of progress in their life. And we can also see how mutual happiness has gone up, how our interactions have transformed, okay, how the sense of prosperity has gone up, how we are able to rightly interact with the nature. So all those things we can make out to assess our progress. Ji, any question there? Let me take the question of Ji, namaste.
Namaste, Bhaiya, and namaste to everyone. Bhaiya, just would like to know your in your information regarding one concern. One of my colleague called me like 1 week back, and I was just trying to get this answer from Gopal Bhaiya as well. But in the last week, somehow I was unable to get it. The problem with my colleague is that a new faculty member joined in his department, I think 3 to 4 months back. Initially, as a newcomer, existing faculty members usually provide the help they usually require. and my colleague also did the same thing to the new one. After that, the problem he is facing, and she is a female faculty member. So the problem they are facing in a staff room where my colleague is sitting with him, three more people are there. One is female staff, and three male staff. So altogether 5 person are sitting. Now, the new faculty member, when she came, whatever facility she received from the rest of the colleagues, she is like thinking that they are very much friendly, they are like a family altogether. But somehow, the interpersonal skills we need to follow in our organization, but simultaneously, we need to know that that is a professional sphere. Now the problem they are facing that the female faculty member who joined as a means joined 3 4 months back, she is like creating a mesh in their staff room. Neither she is doing her work properly, and the main problem what he was mentioning, that is that faculty member is unable to maintain the proximity. Same with means all the non-verbal traits. It's very like it's bothering them a lot. And as she is a female, so they are unable to say anything. When some task or assignments are coming, she is reluctant to do. And my colleague who shared this particular thing, they are also means they both of them are from the same department. So whenever something is coming, she is just directly going to him and asking for help initially, but later on she is saying, "Sir, please, आप इसको कर दीजिए ना." It's something like that. Now the problem is that like she is neither doing interested to doing anything, nor she is cooperating with others. Like if she is needed anything, earphone or like mouse or like laptop or like pen drive, randomly she is going and asking to others, mainly troubling my colleague. And he just called me to understand that what to do with the situation. To be honest, Bhaiya, I was also for some time unable to manage. I was just thinking that if I would in that situation, what I should. But somehow I suggested her just avoid her. But later on, I thought that avoiding her is not a solution. Rather, it will make the relationship toxic. I simply said that just observe and try to ignore as much as possible. That was the answer. But yes, I will get back to you with the answer. Let me think about it. And after that, we had not any conversation. So, Bhaiya, if you could guide that what exactly should do in this situation. This is a scenario, and I am sure that we may also face many time in our life. But how to manage such kind of situations specifically in workplace?
See, the
I
solution
just need
is very
your input,
simple.
sir.
Solution is very simple. Attend the workshop. So, yeah.
Uh,
So, have you been able to organize some self-funded introductory workshop in your college?
Sir, in my Bhaiya, in my college already I have done. This is my colleague is from a different organization, and most probably they have also attended the first workshop of UHB. But the new joinee, I am not aware about her.
Yeah, so we have to make out some way in which he can attend the workshop, because this workshop basically helps one explore in entirety. So many things could be there. Now, get into dialogue for petty issues, maybe a little tiresome. So if the person comes to the workshop, and maybe if there is a mandate in that college where she is working, that every person has to go through this workshop, then that will help. Otherwise, we'll have to get into dialogue for each and every petty issue.
Okay, Bhaiya. No, I was just thinking that is there any solution? Like it's not a random scenario. We do face everywhere. Like many students, they also come with the same problem. Like we in our organization, mentor-mentee scheme is there. Many times, mentees usually come with such kind of problem which they face in hostels. So most of the time we need to mention the way out. But yes, when it's come to a colleague, so it's very difficult. And not only that, 3 days back I was having a session in Botswana. And there also two, three trainee asked me the same question, but it was in a different way. But they were mentioning exactly this problem that when somebody is coming or they are working in a team, Many people are there in a team who is having the same
The
approach.
solution is simple. We have to work for the right understanding. So we have to work for the right understanding at a personal level. We have to work for the right understanding in the other. Now, how to ensure that? So there could be multiple ways. So one holistic thing would be like you let the person attend the workshop so that the person is able to get into exploration at every level of living. So the
जी
person is
भैया,
able to explore into relationships, the person is able to explore into the need for physical facility, okay, and the basic aspiration of oneself. So all those things the person is able to explore. If not, then you can arrange some sessions. Maybe like we do have some sessions in the department where we are trying to either acquire some skills or develop some understanding. So you can arrange some sessions in the department whether this kind of discussion may take place. If not, then
जी
we
भैया,
can get into dialogue for such issues. But again, getting dialogue would be something where it may also lead to some debate or some kind of opposition. Okay,
जी भैया,
at times, if the person who is getting into dialogue is also not very clear. So you have to work at the level of right understanding to begin with. Then
जी
only
भैया,
the things will fall in place. Ji.
थैंक यू भैया.
Nice, nice, Didi. Ji. So I hope all of us are able to see this priority. Where can we go to the next slide? So the role of education Sanskar is to enable this transformation. We are able to say that our basic aspiration is to be happy and prosperous in continuity. And there will be three things which will be required for that. Okay. This is not going to be ensured just by physical facilities. We can see how we remain unhappy and we keep on making others unhappy due to lack of right understanding and right feeling. How we keep on craving for physical facilities when we do not have the clarity about the need for physical facilities rightly. So it is just like a deluded self, not clear. Okay, being unhappy within, making others unhappy, fulfilling, feeling deprived within, and depriving others, depriving the rest of nature. From here, I have to transform to the level of human consciousness so that I become a true self. True self means the truth is reflected in me now. I am able to see the truth of the existence, that is coexistence. So this can happen within me. This can be there in entirety, but I have to make a sincere effort towards it. And through the sharing that we had presently in the session also, we can see how important it is that I'm able to explore the proposals rightly. It will take time for sure. Okay. Now, if you are able to see the continuity of the self, then you can also see that time is not a major factor. I am there, you are there in continuity, nothing to bother about it. Now, whether I am spending my time in the right direction or not, that is a kind of concern. So if I'm able to give the right priority, I will always be working with this priority. Okay. If the priority is not set within me, then I will keep on doing certain things which are not going to lead to mutual happiness or mutual prosperity. Okay. So this is the transformation. This is the progress in my life. Moving from deluded self to the true self. Moving from unhappiness to mutual happiness. Moving from deprivation to mutual prosperity. So as a assignment also, no, you can try to articulate within you how much progress you are able to make in your life so far and what is your like plan for progressing further. So many times we keep on planning certain things for the future. Okay, I'm presently in this job, I will hop to the next job. I'm earning this much, I will be adding this much of income. I'm living in this house, I'm moving to to a different house. I'm using this car. After some time, I'm going to change this and get a new, brand new, bigger car. Things like that. We keep on planning for the future. Are we also planning our program for right understanding in the future? Our plan for relationship in the future? Or we are just working the domain of physical facilities? That will decide whether we are progressing in the right direction or doing something which is not required also. So that is something that you have to make out within yourself. You have to articulate within yourself. So we are Presently talking at a kind of gross level, I'll say that overall we are trying to evaluate things in life, but this is also very important. Okay, so you have to observe at the gross level as well as the subtle level. So when I am observing at the subtle level, how much transformation I am able to make at the level of my feeling, at the level of understanding, that will become apparent at at this gross level in my interactions. Okay, many times you can see that your interaction has not been very fulfilling. So you go back to the basics and try to observe whether you have been able to contemplate on the right feeling or not. You go to observe whether you have been able to understand the harmony at different levels or not. Okay. So observe this part also. Try to make out the progress in your life and the way you are planning for your future. And maybe we can plan for our rest of life also. The way we are going to assign our time and resources for right understanding. Not only for me, but for my family also. Not only for my family, for the society also. Now, as we go ahead, you can see that this mutual happiness expands to the feeling of, or expands to undivided society. Similarly, this mutual prosperity expands to universal human order. Now, this undivided society means that I'm able to see every human being as my relative with no differentiation, no divisions. So, the more you contemplate on that feeling, where you are able to see the society as undivided, that feeling of love, then you will progress faster. Your progress will be faster. Similarly, in place of just limiting ourselves to fulfilling the needs of my individual family, I can be able to see whether I'm able to see the whole world as my family and I'm working for universal human order or not. Am I exploiting others to fulfill my family or I'm nurturing others also? So keep on working on this. Tomorrow again, we'll have some further exploration and the assignment will be shared with you. The time is going to be up. So, Ji, Tara Bhaiya.
Bhaiya, thank you so much for this enriching session.